remember I showed this in my grocery haul. Hello, good morning, and welcome back to my channel. It is a Monday morning. I just got up. It's been a long weekend of paddleboarding, and it's been so much fun, but I'm sore, and I feel like I need some recovery time. Right now, I don't have a lot of work, so I have some free days to just kind of hang out and record and get a lot of the projects that I wanted to get those done. And I feel really bad for my wife because we had such a fun paddleboarding day yesterday, but it was a very long day and she has to go back to work and she had to get up pretty early. And I woke up with her and I was up, but then I went back to sleep for another hour. I am so sore. So we found this new paddleboarding spot, Sly Park in Pollock Pines in Northern California. Breathtaking views, clean water, amazing. But the day use lot on the weekend and even on a Friday is always full. So we have a different spot that we go to in order to park. But that parking spot, you inflate your paddle boards up by the car and then take them down to the beach, and it's a hike. It is quite the hike. And it's not a long hike. It's really short. I think it's like, don't laugh, it's like 0.3 miles or 0.4 miles, so like a fourth of a mile, whatever. But it's steep. And so it's not like the hiking that's actually the problem. Because, I take the dog for a walk. We're going on a walk for, I can easily do like 3 miles before I'm like, okay, do I consider going home? Whatever. This is such a short trek, but it's so steep. And then you have a paddleboard attached to you. So the first time I did it with my best friend. That was fun. I had my dry bag backpack because I like the backpack. It's bigger. I had that attached to me, and my life vest, my oar, my paddleboard, and I had my cooler with like our little sandwiches for the day. It's always easy going down. Downhill is fine. Coming up, we had to stop like a couple of times and I'll catch your breath because it is quite steep. And then it goes from like kind of dirt, rocks to like a smooth, like dusty dirt. Like you can't call it sand, but you know what I mean when it's just like dust dirt. And so you kind of slip a little bit. That was kind of scary. So going up was a trek. I remembered that. I knew we were going on Sunday again. So we have a little wagon. And I was like, listen, guys, this trek is not that hard. It's less than a mile. All of us can do it. My other really good friend, she brought her daughter. And her daughter is maybe 10 or 11, I think. So she brought her daughter. She carries her own paddleboard. She's very capable. But again, I was like, it's not a hard hike. It's just steep. And when you have a bunch of stuff on you, you're heavy. You're heavier than you are. So I was like, I'm going to get the wagon and I'm going to take one for the team. I'm going to be the one that goes up and down like multiple times. You guys worry about your paddleboards, get down safely. Because not only is it steep, but at a certain point, it's like nature made stairs. So it's just this big tree root and then a dip down and then another tree root. And then on top of that though, but if you go bad on this other way, then you just like fall down maybe like, I'm going to guess maybe like an 8-foot drop, like off a cliff. So it's like not a hard drop, but nobody wants to fall 8 feet down. It was 8, maybe it was 4 feet. Whatever. If it's more than a regular stair step, it sucks to fall. And you can roll your ankle on a stair, let alone a freaking drop. So I'm like concerned about them like slipping off the edge of this cliff. So I was like, okay, we brought the wagon. Let's do life jackets, dry bags, coolers, everything in the wagon. Me and my wife go down first. I just have the wagon. She has her paddleboard. She'll be the keeper of all of the things. So we take the trek down. The wagon, of course, it's going downhill, so it's going to be closer to my body. So my ankle is fucking wrecked, just bashed, scraped. But I'm like, it's fine. I can keep doing this. So we get down this trek, drop everything off to my wife. All right, you're the keeper of all things. Go back up the trail, and I'm like, trying to breathe the best I can. And this dad is just fucking rocking it. He's got baby in one hand, paddleboard in the other, just hoofing it up this track. And I was like, good for you, dude. And then he was like, round 2, goes back down with the baby, grabs another paddleboard, goes back up. And I was like, nice job. I see you're physically fit. I see you do well for yourself. Get everybody else, get my paddleboard, trek it back down. Everybody has fun. We stayed, my wife and I got there at 11:50. My friend got there at about like 12:20 because they come from a little bit farther and she had to run an errand first. And we ended up getting, could safely say with inflating the paddleboards and getting everything set up and down that it took us like probably like an hour because, inflating the paddleboards does take time, and we used an electric inflator. So it was like inflating mine, inflating my wife's, and then we had to wait for parking too because parking is rough. So day use is full. We find this other secret parking spot, and it's for people who aren't really paddleboarding, they're hiking. So we spy 2 people finish their hike and they get in their car. Dope. I'm like, oh, you guys headed out? Super friendly. They're like, yeah, we're headed out in like 10-15 minutes. I was like, whatever they were doing. Maybe they were sitting in their car drinking some water. It was a hike. Respect to them. They gave us their parking spot and it was great. By the time my friend got there, 2 other groups who were just hiking, not paddleboarding, grabbed their shit, left. It was wonderful. So we got on the water, I would say about 1 o'clock. By the time everything was filled, everything was hiked down. I did 2 treks up and down. We were on the water from 1 till maybe 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. Had lunch on the water. There are bathrooms nearby, just to be aware. Found such a beautiful spot. And this Sly Park is so beautiful. Like, you want to swim. Like, it's a lake you want to swim. We've been going to Black Miners Bar. We stopped as soon as the E. coli warning came out. But even at Black Miners Bar, the water is kind of cold. And I like to paddleboard. I'm not interested in swimming in that water. It's a little too icy, chilly, cold for me. But this water, oh my gosh, it was so refreshing, so nice. So we swam a bit, kind of beached the boards. And then, like, right as it was like, okay, we can either stay here and continue swimming, because it was like, okay, now it's like 5 o'clock. Or we can try to explore one more spot and then go home. So that's what we did. We explored one more spot and then went home. Because this place has a waterfall. Or maybe it was 3.5 miles where we were to the waterfall. So we were like, not going to do that. Let's just keep exploring. We found a place that's like this little alcove of the lake. And the water was perfectly still. They had a beautiful bench there. And the bench was like perfectly like sun-kissed by the rays of the sun in the trees, like right before the sun was going down. And we stayed in that area and watched the fishes until the sun kind of like went down past the trees. And it was like, all right, let's, make the trek back to the beach. Paddle back there. Somebody else took one for the team, was like, listen, you did it the first time. I will hike up there, get the wagon, bring it down, do all the things. And so that happened. That was really nice of them too. So it was a lot of fun, but I am exhausted because it was did it Friday, took a break on Saturday to throw a birthday party for my mother-in-law. And then Sunday paddleboarded all freaking day, which is my absolute dream. Like, watching the sun come down on the lake is beautiful. And we got out of there, like, by the time we're driving home, it was 8:30 going on 9 o'clock. Didn't get home until 9:30 or something like that, because it takes like exactly an hour for us in Sacramento where we are to get up to Pollock Pines. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. Unfortunately, dogs aren't allowed on the water there. A lot of people bring their dogs because you can camp there, so that's fine. Dogs aren't allowed on the water. Whatever. I'd rather follow the rules. Yeah, I see dogs, but it's like the one time you get a fine. I don't know how much the fine is, or if there even is a fine. Wasn't willing to risk it. But everybody loves Nellie, and she is not without many people willing to watch her. So she spent the day with Sam's parents while we went and paddleboarded. Lots of fun. But if we end up going camping there, we'll totally bring her, because we'll be in the tent. We're not going to paddleboard the whole time, and we'll make sure she's taken care of. But yeah, happy Monday. I am utterly fucking tired. And now I have such a good, exciting things happening today. My espresso machine broke, but I got the espresso machine that I was talking about before, the Rancello. I don't know if it's Rancello or Rancello. I don't know. I need to look that up so I pronounce it correctly. So I'm going to put that together with you guys. That'll be fun. It's going to be a nice day. I showed this in my grocery haul, so I thought I would just talk about it real quick. The Cocoa June Strawberry Rhubarb, this yogurt, it's really good. It's pretty good. It's the cultured coconut. It's a good flavor. It doesn't seem like oily or anything like that, and it's pretty tasty. Bag. Go on. She's never had human food a day in her life, but here she is, thinking that she can get a taste. She wouldn't want it anyway. So yeah. I like the Cocoa June. It was a good choice. It's very hot outside. I just got back from taking Nellie for a walk. And then I remembered that I made agua fresca on Saturday. So I'm about to pour myself a glass. So delicious. I think it'll only be good for like a couple more days since I made it on Saturday. I'll give it the old, I don't know, what is it? 5 days? 4 days? It's a strawberry mango one, so it's got some good mango chunks and strawberry chunks in there, but delicious. Everything I wanted and more.